late. Sounds like something's leaking. Shh.
You can hear.
Shh. It's coming out this fridge. Wow. I know you think there's a lot of lights. I got look. So yes, topic is we're all being groomed. That's what we gonna talk about tonight. Oh, see, they're eating that. Meanwhile, I'm eating this. Grapes, mushrooms. Yeah, I'm not eating none of that. I'm like, I don't know why I keep doing this to myself. I'm not doing that. I put in, too much work to just. I'm not doing it. Nope. As y'all come in, share the live and thumbs up the video and share the live. I took a nap earlier. That's why my eyebrows are coming off, because I had took a nap. Okay, thank you, Erica. How you doing? I'm just eating grapes. That's what I'm eating. But earlier I had mushroom fajitas from last night. Those were good. And I made them some pasta. So, that's what they're eating. But for me, I might, if I feel like it, I might put some noodles, spaghettis in a bowl and then put these on it. These are not cooked. So, if I would be like, okay, if I just really want it, that's what I might do. But, put some olive oil on it, warm it up real quick. Actually, I probably wouldn't even warm it up because the noodles are already warm. So, yeah. So, we're going to talk about how we're being groomed. I just want to know, do you know that you're being groomed? What, Riley?
I think the tip-off pasta is way better.
You think what?
I think
Oh. Okay, that's an opinion. That's what that is, an opinion. So, I guess I ate up all the seeded grapes. I got some of these left, so I'm gonna eat them. They're eating, they're eating some salmon pasta. That's what they're eating. Big Man requested that earlier. So earlier I was out and I had to get, we went and got Big Man's lenses replaced because Riley got new glasses. And I said, well, Big Man don't need new glasses, but I want to replace his lenses. So we got those where it came in yesterday. So we went and picked them up. And I was just like, earlier trying to think. Well, I don't really have to think too much, but I was just thinking like, we're all being groomed every single waking hours and sleep, dream time. Know that. Know that. What I mean by being groomed, so I know when people think groom, they think of like, somebody sexually taking advantage, grooming a young. Listen, I ain't talking about that. Sexually, I'm just talking about out here in the world, groomed through our food, through our television, through our medicine.
I try to eat as much as I can.
Excuse me?
I took like 4 after.
You said you wanted more.
I didn't.
So what you gonna do with that?
I'm putting in the microwave. Sheesh.
Let's go take a shower, and then tomorrow for lunch you're gonna warm that up.
Yeah, but my stomach isn't taking shit though.
Yeah, you eat too fast, and now your stomach caught up with you. What else? Through the water, through the fashion, through the music, through every way possible, I can say that we are being groomed. So let's just look up the definition of groomed. Mm. We ain't talking about brushing. It says the practice of preparing or training someone for a particular purpose or activity. Okay. This next definition on here said the action of attempting to form a relationship with a child or a young person with the intention of sexually assaulting them or inducing them to commit an illegal act such as selling drugs or joining a terrorism group. Well, I'm not talking about sexually. I'm just talking about how can I say it? Culture, as a culture, right? As a culture. Every day you wake up, whether it's if it's you turn on music on your way to work, you turn on the radio on the way to work. Because today I was in the office, right? And the news was on. And I was like, oh, I haven't heard the news in a while. It's like I could just feel the news, right? I hear it, but like it's like, I don't know, it's got a whole little feel to it, right? So I'm assuming it was our local news. And what was on there was a woman, a younger Caucasian lady. She was going somewhere visiting somebody, was at the wrong house, pulled into someone else's driveway, and the I want to say he was 82-year-old, 72-year-old white man shot her as well. Not shot her as well. Shot her in his, so he's in his home and she's in the driveway in her car. So she pulls into the driveway and well, hello, Mr. Blackwell. She pulled into the driveway and he just shot her in the car. So I'm sitting in there and I'm just like, this just proves my point. Because I think I was saying yesterday or the day before that, I was saying, I don't, even, my grandma watching the news, how we all got them grandparents that watch the news. It just, I got to rub off my grapes. I can't even eat my food in peace. So I was saying the news, gives us bad news to carry with us throughout the day or in the morning. You leave the TV on all night. They're playing them darn all I keep seeing is these HIV commercials. Like, what's that about? I don't know what it's called, but the medication for the HIV. Damn commercials be playing all night. I noticed that they be playing like medication. And see, I don't even be watching. We don't have cable. We just use our digital streaming services, so we don't have cable, right? So these are the ads that are playing in the whatever Hulu, Netflix, and all of them. So you sleep all night. This is why I don't mind turning off the TV. Like, I was sleeping the TV off all the time. I don't like that, doesn't bother me. Lights out and no TV, fine with me. So all night you got these medication things and other stuff. You're still receiving information when you're asleep. Just because you're somewhere else or sleep doesn't mean you're not taking all that in. So you're hearing that, then you wake up, turn your news on. You don't say thank you for nothing. You get up, hit your feet, you're up out the bed before you're even awake, sleepwalking, right? Where's my headphones? Ask Big Man, because Big Man had them. He had them last. So, no, Big Man brought them in, I think. So, yes, wake up, as soon as our alarms go off, or maybe not. Some of us don't even have to have an alarm to get up. Start scrolling on the whatever, Facebook, whatever it is. You start scrolling. That's programming as well. Whatever it is, whatever it is that they're feeding you is what you're watching. Pure point blank bottom line. If your timeline is filled with whatever it's filled with, that's because they got the data on you to feed it to you. These people are not smart. They just have the data, right? They have the data. When you have the data, you have everything you need. These people know what zip codes, what regions, what seasons. They know everything about an area and who is here and what they buy, what they eat, what they watch, all of that. So we get up, we don't, straight hit the ground, run and go brush our teeth, wash our face, whatever. Some people take longer to get ready than others. Some people just up and out, and some people, gets ready. Take them about an hour to get ready. So then you're on your way to work, right? A lot of people I feel like might stop by the store, get them coffee, go by Starbucks and get them coffee. Get their snacks on the way to work. You're listening to the radio. I haven't turned the radio on in a while, but when I was listening to the radio, I think the morning it was like Sirius XM. I feel like the morning radio is different from the day. I can't even remember, but the music is not the same, right? The music is not the same. And when I'm not talking about like just words, right? What you're seeing, hearing, it got nothing to do with the things you can't see. So the frequencies that are coming through, right? Go the other way. The frequencies that are coming through on the music. So, I'm glad that you're sick enough to think that I'm groomed by another grown woman. How is that a groom? Out of my own free will, chose to do this. So how am I being groomed? What? Strange. Anyways, social. I call it monarch mind control. Look it up. Social conscious programming. Yes.
Oh, Daddy.
Certain. Every interaction. Yeah. See. Every. What I say? Interaction. Every. How could I say this? Everything. We have so many things that are being, it's hard for you to dodge all these subconscious things, right? I mean, the subconscious programming that they got going on is hard. And that's why it's even more important for you to make sure that you pay attention to what you're watching, what you're listening. I mean, y'all should know when y'all be watching certain shows, they make you feel certain ways. When we can reduce somebody's emotional state down, we make them more susceptible to bend to our whatever that is. So when you're listening to certain music, sometimes, you get your vibe, you're vibing out. You think it's making you feel good, but we cannot see these frequencies. We can't see them. We cannot see them. The I think it was in the 90s or the 80s when hip hop went from one frequency to another. That was intentionally. So the fact that you got all these things you can't control, and we just doing them because that's the culture. Well, I mean, there's really no, I mean, the culture's up here. I'm just saying that's what they doing, right? So, or what they push or what they want us to see. So you have to make the conscious choice to be like, no, I ain't listening to that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to put that in my subconscious, because it all ties together, whether you know it or not. If you're over here listening and watching low frequency stuff, right? You're going to attract this. This is what's in your mind. This is what's in your heart. This is what's in your brain. So this is what you're attracting. And then you start to see more and more of it, and think that, oh my God, it's real, because you're seeing it. But the problem is you're not being we interrupt this program to bring you Courage the Cowardly Dog. Oh, I remember that cartoon.
I don't know what cartoon.
But you know that cartoon had a
Pose is gonna fall. I'm not gonna catch him.
You're like, if you don't put me down, I'm gonna fly down. So, anyways, it just
Ow!
gets me how a lot of people, they just don't even think about it, and so I just want people to just think and realize, like how they have certain colors on certain medications or over-the-counter stuff. The red means something, the blue means something. All this stuff that you're not aware of meaning something the whole time is subconsciously penetrating, right? That's why that's really is true. Knowledge is power. That's a real thing. If you have no knowledge, you will continue to be taken advantage of, right? We think that power is money. We think that, power is all the things that it's not. What, buddy? I think all I had was grapes today. Was that all I had was grapes today? They do run programs on the internet. Webbots to predict what's going to happen to stock market, war, etc. Because if they can coerce minds and watch dots, they can know what inwardly we are believing in and thinking as we speak online and search online, talking to Amazon, Google Maps, all of that. Ultimately, our collective thoughts, beliefs, actions, and words are ultimately manifesting reality. And people do not believe, that's what I'm saying. They never taught us anything that's really going to liberate us. And I'm not just talking about any certain person. I'm just talking about everybody. We all eating the same food. We all going to the same systems, right? Medically, everything. This is why Facebook asks what's on your mind. Yeah, and I skip right on past it. You really want to know? No, I don't think you do. That it's a net. It's been a while since I've seen it. I think it was last year. It's a Netflix series called Social Dilemma. If y'all ain't seen that, y'all should watch that, because it will break down exactly what I'm talking about the data that they collect. They have when they push something out. Got it. When they're pushing something out, it's to collect data. Period, point blank, bottom line. Years ago, when the filters came out and everybody was doing they still doing filters. Okay. But when the filters came out, You thought it was to help you to, we got to keep feeding you breadcrumbs just so we can continue to carry out. We need to keep them distracted and entertained. Okay? When they came out with the filters, hi, buddy.
With charger.
In my purse. Ooh, I hope I got it out the car. I think. Okay, yeah, right here. Entertain, when they enter you and hold you. Tame, holding, keeping you there, where they can enter you and hold you. Okay, entertain. The fuckery is in the words too. It's just so disgusting. I just want to throw up when I start learning new stuff. There was something I was going to say though with that Social Dilemma movie. Oh, when the filters came out, whenever they came out, they were running. They were collecting data. You know what they was collecting data on? On you. They was collecting data on you the whole time. They wanted to get. They have like 5,000 points of your face in the cloud or whatever it is. So every time they got us thinking, oh, this stuff is cool, just know this been in the works for years, months, and they always gonna push it like it's a cool thing, right? It's not. It's not. So all the filters came out, and that gave them the data, and the infrastructure to be able to know who you are, right? They got you in a system. Oh, hi, big man. Hi, son. Yeah, get you some of this knowledge too. So they got you in the system, right? So, yeah, so all these years later, they still doing it, whatever. And it's still people to this day that can't get online without filters. And all we doing is feeding them data on us, right? And I know we live here and sometimes, it's no way around it, but I'm just saying, just know what's going on. Try to think like, okay, why they want to do this? Just like with them, them things that they was handing out. Like, okay, what do they want to do? Like, what is the end goal? Because there's always an end goal, right? So we not just, y'all, they are way ahead of us. And they gonna inch out stuff to you just like they always do. They inch out these raggedy phones every year. Like, by this point, we shouldn't even be using one of these. We shouldn't. But they still inch them out every year. Got everybody going crazy for them. Lines at Applebee all the way down the darn mall. All the time. Apple's busy. All the time. I'm not an Apple. That's not my type. But I'm just saying. Everybody else is. I see it. The Social Dilemma, that's what it's called. I would watch it if I was you. Because it's going to tell you it's going to show you what they're doing every time you're online. It's definitely opened your mind to, like, dang, they like playing on my top. That's what they're doing. They're playing on my top. And I don't appreciate it. And every time they push something, you need to be wondering why. Why are they pushing this? What is they really trying to do? What's coming next? Like, what's the end goal? Where are they trying to lead us? Because we all headed towards the slaughter. If you want to believe that or not, we're all headed towards slaughter. It's just like, who's going to be slaughtered first, basically, at this point. And it ain't going to be me. I'm just saying. But it ain't going to be you either. Apple juice. Apples. Apple juice. I think It's just very sickening. Very it's very it's not cool. It's not cool that the kids have a 12-step program, and by the time they get to college, since 2010, the rates of teens, and when I say teens, I mean starting at 12 years old, okay? Starting at 12 years old, the rate has went off the scales. And I'll be having to catch myself because, I'll be watching something for the information, and then it'll take like a sinister turn, or it'll just be like too much. And I'll be like trying to, like, when actually they show you the data on Social Dilemma about the what is it called, about the kids, the rate in kids. I'm talking about 12 years old. I want to say 10, but I think it's 12. Since 2010, I mean, it's just so sad. It's so sad. And the mother, I feel like there was a story. I'm trying to pull this information in as I say it, but story about like a mother. I don't feel like this must have been on something else. Anyway, mother's 10-year-old son. Hold on real quick. A mother's 10-year-old son himself, 10 years old. And I'm thinking to myself, like, 10 years old, like, where do they get these ideas? First of all, if you're eating dead food, you're getting dead results, period. That's end of discussion. If you're eating dead food, you're getting dead results. Okay? So, if you're wondering why your kids are doing this, or even, I'm talking young, because this starts when they're in the womb. This don't start when they come out. All this is starting, matter of fact, before they even in the womb. Because when they're sitting there waiting to come out, why isn't grapes making me burp? But probably because I'm talking and eating at the same time. But when the kids are sitting in there waiting to be picked, they are, Dad is home. They are, so the things that you're eating, you have to understand all this ties together, whether you want to believe it or not. Everything is tying in and together. Let's just say everybody right now is fighting their demons, not literally, but they are, right? Of their whole, their whole lineage. So whatever race genetically you are, whatever you are genetically, whatever trauma that was endured on your people for decades and decades ago is still playing out in every lifetime. Are you ready to eat? Huh? Sure. I am on live. They better. Shoot. That's what I'm saying. I think there was more than that, though. It was like 200 and something, right? I don't remember. Yeah. Sound like some Jordans. Okay, so let me find another plate. Salmon pasta. This was Big Man's request. Of course it was. Now you be putting in requests too. You put in more requests than Big Man. Where is the fork? Oh. Are you gonna take a shower first, or are you gonna eat first?
Yeah, take
You're taking a shower first. Okay. Well then, let me turn this on. No. Anyways, everybody, you, me, and everybody is fighting. Y'all gotta understand, it goes past us, and not only are you fighting the human, your human, whatever is in the DNA, whatever has been passed down and carried on. Whether if you're Indian, if you know what happened there, if you're Black, you know what happened there. If you're certain, you know what happened, right? So we're all carrying this stuff is being passed down. So not only so they're penetrating you physically, but it's leaving generational effects. And it's not just, you don't have all that information just from your human lineage, but you also have it coming from your star lineage. I'm sure a lot of people don't know their star origination, but I know mine. But I'm just saying, it could be, there's things that go on in the stars as well. Those races, right? That's what they call them, races. I'm like, I don't even feel like that's appropriate, but okay. But so all I'm saying is be mindful. Be careful. Every time you choose to pick up a bowl of this, once you catch a pattern, we call them, what do they call them? Repetitive habits. Once you catch a habit, you've already done half the work by acknowledging, okay, this, right? So then the other half comes with, you caught it and now you have to break it. And sometimes for people, it's hard. For other people, depending on what it is, you could be caught trapped in a negative loop in your mind for months and months and years. Can you imagine? You have fed something that was one thought that just was so simple, just so small. Let's get some physical pictures, shall we? You have fed something. Yeah. That's y'all favorite thing. Yeah, show me that. Y'all have fed something. It started just with a thought. Remember that. So it started with one thought, then it kept going. So it's just like a snowball. The more it rolls, the bigger it gets, until you have this massive thing that you're caught up in mentally, because you think 90% of your thoughts,
Mom,
you
the
thought
lime is in
the
the
day before. 90% of your thoughts you thought the day before. So if 90% of your thoughts you thought the day before, if people are wondering, you don't need to wonder. Don't wonder why you keep getting the same results. You keep getting the same results because you haven't broken patterns. You keep getting the same results because you haven't caught them patterns. You haven't broken them patterns. You haven't rewired and rerouted them patterns.
Moist.
Why the heck I keep burping?
Because you have the hiccups.
So, yeah, if you're stuck in the same thought pattern 90% of the time, you're going to have to do major work, if that's bad thoughts or good thoughts. Either way, stop that and turn that around to where because what's going on in here is going to go on out there. This is why they say, go within. You can't, we living in a patriarchal system where they constantly got everybody. We are always looking for someone to help us or someone to save us or something else, instead of just
Mommy.
going within and finding the answers
Is
yourself.
Tiny closed?
Yeah.
What about?
It's 10:10. Boy, my freaking angel numbers have been freaking on a 10. My angel number's been on a 10 these for the last 2 months.
Big Walmart open?
For what?
Because I want to go get glue sticks.
I bought the glue sticks.
Where?
I mean, I had a whole thing of glue sticks. What happened to them
Where
all? I don't know. You tell me.
The cabinet.
They're in the cabinet.
In the kitchen cabinet.
Rossi and the
Why is your light here?
Lakastra goes by your birthday. Okay.
Hello,
You can do an Akashic readings that will always tell you your star origin, right? These are all ancestors. It doesn't matter. You have lineage coming from two
Mommy,
earth lineage and then star lineage. What?
why did you put that lime in there?
Oh, I was just having a demonstration. That's all.
Now the blueberries are going to taste like lime.
No, the lime is good. It's not open or nothing. Not at all. Anyway, y'all, I'm just saying.
Pew.
When you just catch yourself every day and be like, wake up and be like, they ain't in that today. They ain't getting it today.
What?
You just gotta have that kind of attitude. Or just be like, when you catch something you don't want to listen to, listen, if you put it in, it's coming out. Know that. So if the stuff you're putting in your brain, you don't want it to be reflecting your life, then you have to pay attention to what you're watching, what you're listening to, all of that. All of that. That's what it is. Your thoughts. Pay attention to those. The door keeps opening. It must not be shut all the way.
Well, who's in there?
Nobody there.
Oh.
Y'all share this live, okay? Share the live. Follow the page. I will be making a backup page probably tonight, maybe tomorrow. Who knows? The kids have 20. They got a month. Last day of school is April 18th for them. That's 4 days. Yeah. So the last day of school is April 18th for them. So we're gonna have a little break, summer break.
I think it's 18 today.
So yeah, I'm just happy because we going into our 4th year of homeschool.
What? No.
We're going into our 4th year. So
No.
let's see. It's your star sign. Okay, good. Copies of. No innovative minds unless we break free from the world domination that they use technology to accomplish their agenda, which is to keep us in want. Buy this, buy that, etc. Or to keep us looking outwardly rather than inwardly, where our greatest power resides. Our subconscious
are you eating that?
What rules. Yeah. Our subconscious.
You're insane.
I haven't ate it yet because.
You burping?
Yep. Alpha. He don't interrupt me. I'm in the middle of something. Our subconscious beliefs are what rules our bodies, but if they can control us subconsciously, they can control our bodies.
Get off.
Subliminally, money, propaganda, control, power. If we don't allow outward influence. Now, remember when I was saying yesterday? Was that yesterday? The day before that. If they got your mind, they got your behind. This kind of plays into what you just said, Erica.
Wait, there's tomatoes?
Yeah, there's tomatoes and onions and bell peppers. This is my little snack. My dinner. So, you eat eat this and that. It's no different. This is fresh. This is better.
Oh, that's hilarious. Can I have just a tomato?
Well,
Um,
sure.
I want a whole tomato. I just eat it like that.
Make sure y'all follow on the page. Give it a like the page, follow the page, share the live. Thank you. There's so many things that we doing that we shouldn't even be doing, like everything. We shouldn't be cleaning. We shouldn't be working every day. You like have how many hours with your kids?
3.
And then this is like,
I can't.
Okay, so the man worked. They allowed the woman to work to be able to tax their ass. That's what they want. They said, oh, okay, well then, sure, we'll tax them too. When the women went off, then where did the kids go? The kids got to go to this 12-step program. It's not funny, but it is. It's crazy. The kids got to go to their 12-step program where they can implement whatever it is that they are trying to do. You got to understand, they have to disclose, but not like I'm telling you. And you will be surprised how many people will know information and then flat out and be like, that's not true. Something is up, because why is we still got gas cars when there's been people that have came up that have gotten downloads? Because remember, we don't ever think of nothing out of thin air. We're getting these downloads from the spiritual realm, wherever, whoever, whatever. It could be our star lineage. We're getting these downloads. So inventions are never just like, oh, you thought of that, right? These are downloads that came to you from the unseen, right? So what was I saying? See, that's that stuff I don't know. But I need to look at that. I've been trying to figure that out. Anyways, inventions. That's what I was saying. The inventions we have. I mean, we shouldn't be having gas cars, coal and oil and all of that. We shouldn't be doing that. That's a whole nother problem in itself, because when they pull the oil out of the ground, they replace it with water. Like, how is that going to work? Like, in our town, in my state, Oklahoma, we are the like, that's the resources we have here is oil. We are a big oil state, town, whatever. Matter of fact, by where our land is, there's like, I've seen a few oil pump things. I don't know what they call it. But so yes, so we shouldn't be driving cars. There's already information out there to where we could be driving cars off of water. We shouldn't even be paying for electric. We should be, because there's information. Well, when I say there's information, I mean, let me correct myself. The government has information, okay, about how we don't need to have this electric system we have. We can pull electricity from the space around us. Of course, we can't do that. I be just looking when the shows be coming on, and I'll see like the big old buildings, like they'll have like a downtown view, like New York, Vegas, or whatever. They'll have like a top view of all the buildings. I'll be like, damn, that's a lot of money. Damn, I just be like, and then there's another thing, we gonna build a house. A lot of things people think smart things are like great, but if you ask me, they can be helpful. I'm not gonna lie. Like, we need to evolve. That's the problem. They want to evolve us technically, right? They want us to eventually turn into what they want to merge, our consciousness with digital and all kind of stuff. They want to do all of that, but then how we gonna do all that? And we're still driving gas cars. Like, it just that don't really fit. They get their technology and all the good stuff. They get just keep it and they collect it and they just keep it in the vault and they have it all sealed up. And they just keep it for them. And there's documents on documents. I think it's called the Psalm 101 that explains that the government is very much aware that the Star brothers and sisters come here and have a genetic manipulation program. This is something the government knows. They know that people are being experimented on genetically. They know this. This is in documents that have been leaked. You have to pay attention. You think they're gonna put this on the news? They're not gonna put this on the news because they say, "Oh, it's gonna scare the American people. They can't handle it." This is what we got. We got them thinking we're like in pre-K or something. Like they think we in pre-K. Like we can't handle none of this. For 70 years, they've been keeping it on lock. 70 years. So do you think? So that's like my grandmother is 74. My grandmother is 74. 74 years old. So my grandmother's whole lifetime. Plus, they've been keeping a lot of stuff, just hidden. And we think that it's good. This is not good compared to what they got and what they can do. They have, first of all, there's frequencies that can heal anything. Frequencies can heal you and frequencies can hurt you. Frequencies can heal and frequencies can hurt. They have all kind of stuff in these look it up. They're called compartmentalized programs, black budget programs in the military. So a whole other sector that the regular military people don't know. Trillions of dollars go here. So when the reports come out, 2023, there's $100 trillion that is unaccounted for the American budget, and then a lot of this money, who knows where else it's going, but they go into these black government programs that the military run. Okay, the military has, some of these programs, I don't even think the president has knowledge of them. So how do you know this? Because the Defense of Intelligence Agency comes out and speaks on it. In the past, when you go in the military, I think you got to sign, well, I don't know about now, but then you had to sign a 20-year like NDA. So you can't speak on nothing. And even after your 20 years is up, if you start saying too much, they are definitely going to let you know that you're talking too much, that you're saying too much. Their wet works whole team they got is a team that come out and take you out if they feel like you're a threat. It's called the wet works. Crop circles, they say that's government using sound energy to create different realities. That's like crop circles. They say that government using sound energy to create different reality too. Even affecting weather using sound vibration. Even affecting weather using sound vibrations. This I see as being used as a weapon of war and control. Everything is a weapon. And it's just like we got chemical castration going. Chemical castration through the vaccines and the food. Okay. I'm making daddy's plate.
I'm done with the tomato.
You done with the tomato?
Yeah. It was kind of sour in the juice.
Well, so you eat tomatoes instead of whatever in the morning. Fruit in the morning. That's what
So
I like.
just
I like to
tomatoes
break
count?
my fast with tea and fruit.
Just tomatoes count.
Tea and then fruit. Yeah, tomato is a fruit. That's another thing. We have to reclassify the stuff they have taught us.
Can I play on the computer? Because I want
Is the female part off of a plant. So some of the stuff that y'all think is vegetables is really fruits. And the reason why they came up and reclassified these things is because of tax purposes. So they reclassified some vegetables, a lot of fruits as vegetables for a tax break for the, when they bringing them over here across the border, yada yada, whatever. This is why. Yes.
I want to play on the computer because I want to play Roblox.
Huh?
I want to play Roblox.
Hold on a bit. What? No. You have to do your adaptive minds and your epic.
I tried one.
I don't know what's going on, but it works just fine.
And my what's it called? Assignments, and then sad.
If y'all know that y'all are sick, don't sit around and wait on them to help you. Take it into your own hands.
What?
Okay, my question is why in school didn't they teach us universal laws, numerology, duality, and non-duality, or about sound energy or light consciousness or cycles of universe and energy? They only taught us how to become working slaves in need of their controlled natural resources. So, with that being said, right. Let me just go one by one here. If they taught us about universal laws, we wouldn't have, or chances are, they taught us about the quantum, all of that, then we would not have the reality that we have. We have the reality that we have is because they push the fear, because they either want to scare you or kill you. It's either one or the other.
Wait.
And so they got you out here scared, right? They got you scared for one thing or another, and they created the problem. They created the issue, got you scared about it, and now we are projecting these things out. Here,
Whose plate is that for?
this is your father.
I thought he doesn't eat what we need.
Oh no, he's gonna eat it. I did not just wash dishes. Come on, all the forks and sink it.
We still have plastic forks.
Yeah, because they don't like plastic forks. Why? I think he think they too little or something. I don't know. I think he think they baby forks. So, yeah, that's why Daddy don't use plastic forks.
That's stupid.
That's stupid? He's a big man. He wants a healthy bite. So this is what they eating. This is what I was saying. This is their food. And this one is mine tonight. Riley, can you take this in there? Hold on. Let me take this. Hold on. I'll be right back.
I can take
Can
it.
you open the door for me?
Me?
Yeah.
Which door?
The bathroom door.
The bathroom?
Bathroom.
Oh, bedroom door. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Now YouTube.
Get off of that.
Doing science.
Let me put this in here.
Down in the bathroom.
He said he's trying to catch the fly. Or kill the fly, I should say. Too much.
Doing science, Mom.
We're doing a science.
Yeah.
So anyways, y'all, I'm gonna, we can talk about this all day, every day. I'm just telling you, so, maybe you can, to empower yourself. It's not about the money or the color or this and that. It's not about our neighbor, okay? It's about them.
Mommy, it really does work.
What are you doing? And what is the purpose of that?
Nothing. It's a waterfall.
You know why? It's because when you
Because it's no air.
it's called, when you do that, it cuts off the airflow so it can't come out. So it's like a siphon. It can't
This
siphon.
is all tap water.
Right. I seen you feel it. So now if you want to feed the chickens or water the chickens or something, just do that. Maybe they can play in the sprinkler or something. Give them a little sprinkler to play in. So, anyways, y'all, how long? I've been on here about an hour.
No.
Yeah.
In a half.
So, did y'all share the live and give it a thumbs up and follow the page? That would be great. I would greatly appreciate that. Oh,
This is fun.
Y'all did share. Thank you.
Let me see.
Thank you. So,
These feel like they taste like onions.
I made last night the mushroom fajitas. They was
No more water.
great. Okay, let's see. Chemically processed, genetically modified, and preserved waters and foods. Many veggies are ionized, which we need for higher enlightenment to our brains for greater consciousness. As ionized foods have more energy, power. This is why it's vital we grow our own foods and allow nature to do what nature does. Cities hindering ability to raise livestock, hoarding up land so they can build more roads and cities, controlling with water, electricity, gas for automobiles, and conformed us even.
Mommy, I made a sink. Mommy, look.
So you're learning. That's great. So yes, you're learning. I'm saying everything you do is either. I just feel like if you're not consuming things to empower you, then if you don't know, then most likely it's not helping you. People scrolling on Facebook, looking at TikToks is not helping you. Okay? A lot of the information is being scrubbed from the internet all the time. People constantly get videos taken down, videos blocked all the time. But that goes back to when you don't own nothing, you don't control nothing. So, as a Black community, if we don't own anything, we can't control nothing. So we at their mercy. So like they can take this video down. What I'm gonna do? Can't do nothing. So when you're putting your money to these people and your time towards these things, you think that Facebook, why would, when we get on Facebook and YouTube and all of them, they not going to, I don't know if that plant needs to be watered. That plant is looking good. I don't think it needs to be watered. That plant is looking really good. My money tree is doing great. Y'all know when it came down, it was a little wounded, and now it's like so healthy. It's my lily plant that's not doing great. It's like, I don't know if I need to move it or something. I've moved it once. I moved it again. Now I'm gonna move it to a whole other side of the house, and hopefully it helps it. So I'm trying. I said, now that I know.
Take a straw and then just.
Yeah, wake up, eat you some fruit, all of those things. All these little things. Oh, I'm thinking you had the thing going. All these little things just help us. They just help us every single day with our life. Let me look here. Because if you're not expanding your consciousness, you're not getting more information that you need to live in the reality that you want to live in, right? So if you're eating dead things, you get dead results. Food is an important part. Even though there's people out here that don't even eat food. They are breatharians, they don't even need food. But food is an important part for everybody. So if you don't want no dead results, you should just start maybe eating light. Just start there. And I know a lot of people think it's hard or I can't afford it. I mean, last I checked, I thought meat was expensive.
Yeah.
I thought that meat was expensive. So if meat is expensive, you're just going to trade out your meat for your veggies and stuff. Your daddy ain't done yet?
He is.
He is?
He's out the bathroom.
Let me call him. He didn't
Mommy,
say
look.
he knew I had his food.
Oh. There was soap on it.
What's Riley doing? I don't know.
Riley, what are you doing? I'm making soap and water, putting it in here. Now, Mom, do you want a drink of Sprite?
No.
Just sugar.
No, I ain't had no pop in a minute. And I ain't going back. Ooh, I'll be working too hard to go back and throw it all away. Oops. Left it.
Any flies in there?
No.
You don't.
Shut the door. Shut the door, shut the door, shut the door, shut the door. I can hear that.
Look right here. Look at the bubble. They're dropped.
That's cool. That's cool.
It's the water. Do you think the mice would like to have their water bowl?
I don't think. I mean, you can try it when they go outside. Matter of fact, it's about time. About time to put them out. I'm gonna get off here, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully.
Look at this.
We'll see. So, anyways, I'll see y'all later. Go like some of these pictures on the page. Some of my pictures. Go heart them. And what else should you do? Like the page, follow the page, share the page. And see you later, Erica. I need a green thumb. We're gonna be forced to get one if we don't watch out. We're kind of already forced anyway, because I heard that they were putting the vaccine into meat and rice. I said, I'm not surprised. I mean, matter of fact, I think I had heard this, like, this is what they was working towards. It's no secret. Why is Bill Fakes? Why is he buying all the land? Like, what you need the land for? So this is what I'm saying. They create the problem and then come up with the solution. But they come up with these problems and solutions at the same time, but we can't. So then the problem happens and they're right there to fix it. Like, one day, it might be like, no baby formula. And then, all of a sudden, Bill Gates, oh, I got this formula. And they're going to say this, and this is why you should try this baby formula. Whole time, they should not even be. We already know where his mind is at and what his beliefs are.
It doesn't stop working in that one.
So why would we put any money behind what he's doing? Because you're not for the people, okay? You're not for the people. So, I seen a lady with her debit card in her arm, shaking my head. Probably a trial guinea pig. What? Wow, seen a lady with her debit card in her arm. Oh, see, yeah. Yeah, they want to have it, here. Matter of fact, there's a movie with that. That's what I'm saying. They put this stuff in the movies, groom you through the movies, through the music, get you comfortable with the idea, see it over a period of time. Then, all right, now it's the time, right? This is what it is. It's a movie I was watching. I can't remember, but what it's called. It was on Netflix, and it was about, y'all might have seen it. It was about this woman. It was a husband and a wife. They had 2 kids, a teenage boy and a little girl. And the parents had split. And the little girl, one day the little girl was outside and she found this bot. Anissa, I think was the bot's name. And the bot became a part of the family. And that's the thing. They're getting you comfortable. The bot looks like us, right? Looks like a human. They can do anything. They're going to make it like, oh, they never get tired. They never get this. They never get that. It's too much control. You seen it? And then they have the, on the movie, they had the little, was it that movie? I don't know. Was it that movie?
Oh, it's getting low again.
They had, was it here? There was something that they had. Maybe it wasn't this movie, but it was like a little thing, digital, they could call people or whatever. Something. But I'm just like, so they'll put it, they're going to put it in your movies and in your shows. Get you used to it, groom you, Get you used to the idea of this and that and that and this. And then when they feel like they've collected enough data and seen enough reactions and responses, then they'll start to put out little things to get you closer to it. Like, do you think this, why is they trying to get it to where, when my child is born, we cannot put female or male on the birth certificate? So now, y'all are interfering with the feminine and masculine. Well, you've been doing it. But I'm just saying. But then that all goes back to decades ago when they made the decision to start putting this in your water and that in your water. And they know that these things produce estrogen, turn you like more feminine. They know these things. They do research and works with frogs and rats and all kind of stuff. So then why would you put this in the water? Something that majority of the population is taking in their home every day. If they're not drinking it, I'm sure they're cooking with it. They're bathing in it. Like, why would you do that? And then fast forward to now. And then we wondering why so many switching going on. Like, I don't know what's what. Like, my head is telling me one thing and my heart is telling me another.
Mother's how you wash your hands.
Too much.
What?
I'm not talking. Oh, somebody's. Anyway, I'm gonna get off here. But y'all come back. I'll be back tomorrow night, probably. Hopefully, we'll see. Make sure y'all follow, like, share the video, and I'll holla at you later.